This is kind of cool.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
Mine is still convinced you're a smart cop. What's this? Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. Wait, why am I getting punished? Because I'm smart? What? Headphones were sold. I don't understand this. I'm not gonna get it. 17 is way too low.
A number of
Oh, I
things
did.
don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around. I got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up. Let's do what he tells me to do.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned.
With the large head.
Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now, but before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm a disgrace to the uniform. I was good enough in this job to be awarded the rank of Lieutenant Euphrater. I could have been captain, imagine that.
What happened?
Egghead looked serious suddenly. I did. I happened to myself.
That's a real downer.
He shakes his large head. Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
He points at the speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
You have no headphones. That nose vet is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
The distilled water cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend? Talking about the speaker.
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker, you have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need a headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you bond them, likely for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
He sounds tired. In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
He waves his hands. Preposterous?
I meant to say, not true.
So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
We do this lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment. You tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there. I can be lenient. I don't really care. I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want and I'll do what I want. I can be lenient, let's say that.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up and hauling you all off to the pen for starters. Haven't you heard? I'm the dirtiest cop this side of the river. I'll make life hard for you, using every connection I've got. We'll see, now speak.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal. Because we are! We totally are! We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all. Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
I can ask for a bribe. I can arrest them. I can evict them. I can proceed with the club. No speed lab, just the club. Proceed with both. It wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to do. Or decide later. I have to look into this book situation before I can decide what to do with you. Well, I kind of want to do that. Let's do that. See what's over there so I can decide what I want to do better.
We can continue on an amiable path, right? No more misunderstandings, no more lies. Before you go, is there anything else you need?
He nodded, smiling cautiously. That's it for now.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Alright, that's what he says, or that's not what the line says. The line says, be careful in there, officer, and tell us how it goes. Yeah, we'll be here. Alright, I'm glad I got in here, because now I have the key for the padlock. Which, I don't know why the game made me choose not to go in there. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Trash from some unending party. No money here, is there? No. Do I need to speak to her? I think I do, but I don't remember about what. I need to ask her something.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Can't say, gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
Try me.
She's less prone to blurting out crab man than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
Was it a movie?
He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
The lieutenant nods, his face is stone. Well, how do you know that? You weren't in the tent with me. What did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
She shakes her head.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
You were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
She raises a brow. Seems too ludicrous for a lie. What would you stand to gain?
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
Nothing. Bye. Let's go and see if we can find out what's going on inside the church. Which is somewhere over here. Because now we have the key. And we saw the padlock before, but then the lieutenant told us...
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Because we could break down the door, but the lieutenant said maybe there's an easier way to do this.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
Lieutenant nods at you. Built on the doors.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
This looks cool. Where am I? Oh. Maybe I should be patient for once. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Do I ever run? The grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. This figure was added later. It's not part of the original church. What about this? What's this? More of the forked lighting pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles. No, it looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. I do like the music they're playing here. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore.
What do you mean? There's a bird right there.
Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, it seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total somehow.
So I need to do both.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Turn to Kim. What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Try to see beyond the shadows, but it's kind of low. It's red checks. Oh, I got it. This is kind of cool.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
Wait, where? I'm seeing a shadow here, I think. Follow its movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Continue.
Officer, is there something up there?
Lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you are seeing.
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
On the ceiling?
Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Blink. Oh. There it is.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
Well, I don't know about you, but this looks like a man to me.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Let's try. If you can hear us.
The shadow is a man. A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
Yeah, because I'm the one that's weird here.
The crab man.
Are you the crab man?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
I didn't expect he could speak.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamro. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to receive the mother's love. You can too, Holmes. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Lieutenant whispers to you quietly. Well, that wasn't quietly at all.
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Sheesh.
That's very true. I've been very good. Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem. I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh, yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
You don't need to lecture me. You don't know me. Something why pursuing me is making me uncomfortable. But I'm gonna say this. I know what I need to do.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Why do we know his name all of a sudden, by the way? Tiago.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy on the roof. What is this shit? You know, alcohol is central to my identity. I just want to be me. This is stupid. We need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of a I don't know. Let's say he has a point.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? 'Tis not an act, my liege. Saving perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Do you know why the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
He laughs.
Viaita is grandma?
Wait, so there is another person living in the church and it's Vieta?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
He scratches his head. And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me, how she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs. Wait, wasn't that guy from the tent also saying there's this lady coming in and out every now and then? I think they're speaking about the same person.
Or search through her radio computer.
Are you the crab man?
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
If you're not a crab, then what are you?
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you also carve all those sculptures? Let's keep moving on. What were you before you became a crab man? I don't know.
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
I see what you've done there. It's as if these figures are trying to become one with the church or perhaps with the mother herself. Rub your chin. You've got some nice curves going there. I don't know. Let's just suck up a little bit.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crabman and a woodcarver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too. But I like it. Sounds convenient.
Convenience has got nothing to do with what goes on up there.
He gazes up at the ceiling.
There's a profound longing in that gaze, like he wants to be one with whatever is up there, shrouded in darkness.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name, But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name's Harry. Extend your hand for a greeting.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He ignores your hand, his limbs a mere shadow below the ceiling. That's rude. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration.
He nods toward the ceiling.
I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who's this mother of silence you keep talking about? What will happen once you drink from it? I still don't understand.
Oh, that's no simple question, Essa. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
What will happen once you drink from this?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another? How did you even find this place?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
I was being insensitive. Sorry, let's move on.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Can you sing for me? It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence. Let's ask him to sing.
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
All right.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins.
I had other questions.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
He responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Wait, do they have reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore.
So what do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Okay then, thanks. That was easy.
Why does art inspire you so much?
Why am I getting this? Oh, this is what I said, so let's say this.
Is it? Yet your eye constantly seeks out the most critical side of any aesthetic confrontation. You follow the expressions of imagination and technical skill with curiosity. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world?
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials, We're talking real living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that? Opt in or opt out? Not a copo diversion. Go away.
Bravo. Continue. Then, the mediocre and vulgar epigones of the world. So what if everything is incomprehensibly shit and you can see it? Take no responsibility.
What a way to manipulate me.
This was a good call. That guy probably thinks forensics is autism too.
Alright, so maybe it wasn't, but I wasn't in the mood. And also, I'm wanting to take a break before I figure out what all I can speak to this hole in the wall. That is weird. Or just interact, maybe it could be that means that, but yeah, and I'm gonna do that next time. Also take this money in these shoes, which look kind of cool. What is that weird sound? And the pants. There's a lot of stuff here. So we're gonna do that next time. Is it whenever I walk this way I hear that? That's so weird. Yeah, it is. Well, anyway. Because I feel like, well, we haven't done a lot, but I have been playing a while because I feel a little bit tired. So I feel like it's been, what, like maybe an hour or so? I'm not sure. Also, this is so funny. When I walk around like this, he just keeps following me like in the exact same way. It's so dumb. And yeah, I don't really know what to say. I feel like we haven't really made progress because we haven't really finished anything we already had or gotten further with it. We just got new stuff, which that's also the way this game is, you know, wandering around and finding new stuff. Well, at least we did go to a place in this area we haven't been before and discovered kind of important things because this kind of feels like a main quest. I don't know if it is, but an important thing to do. Also, I forgot what's my main quest. Do I need to do one of these things to continue? And also, I shouldn't forget, I need to go to that smoke on the balcony after 9. I really need to do that. I think this is my main case. Check Boardwalk, check Island, check Land's End, and I don't know where those places are. So maybe I can't, not really. My map keeps updating, but I don't know with what. I honestly don't know. Anyway. Never mind. Like I said, I'm gonna take a break. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and have a great day. Bye. Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.